Okay, so you'll see that our November book report is going to be a Google presentation, which is basically the same thing as Google's PowerPoint. So you need a title page. It says a shape inserted into the slide, a picture that is not the front cover of the book is placed within the shape so that the shape acts like a border. You need the name of the author and the name of the book. Okay, so I am going to go into my Google account. And once I'm in Google, and once now I created this fictitious person here, but once I'm into Google, I'm going to click either on Drive, or if it doesn't say Drive, it'll say Documents. Okay, so this is a Google document of a type. So I'm going to click on that, and it should take me to my Google Drive shortly. There we go. And then it's going to allow me to create either a Word like a document or a presentation or a few other things. So what I'm going to do is over here on this left hand side it says create. I'm going to click on that and I'm going to create a presentation. So I'm going to click on that now and it'll open up a new window, and that's where I can start to do my editing. Now it's kind of slow. Now the first thing I'm probably going to want to do is pick my theme. They call them themes. So by default, it's going to just pick a simple white background, not too interesting to look at. I got a bunch of different ones that I can look at and like. I think I'm going to pick this. No, I don't know. I'll pick this thing called Spotlight. Now I can always change that at any time. So I'm going to click on OK, and this is sort of what my slide looks like. Now, if I don't like Spotlight, I can always click on Slide, Change Theme, and it'll bring me back here. And let's say I'll take this one instead of this one called Lesson Plan. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my marker sheet. A shape is inserted into the slide. So I'm going to go Insert, Shape, and I'm going to pick this. Okay, click on that, and then I'm just going to drag and create my shape. Okay, so I've done my shape. A picture that is not the front cover of the book. So now it's assumed that I've already saved a picture somewhere. So now I'm just going to go click Insert, Image, choose an image. I've made a folder called Caribou Runaway, and I've put a bunch of pictures in there already. So I'm going to use this one as my picture, and it inserts it. So now I've got a shape, and I've got my picture inside of my shape so that the shape looks like a border, and I could of course adjust this so that it's, you know, exactly the way I want it. Okay, next I'm going to put the name of the author. So here I'm going to go Insert Text Box, Draw a Box by Sandy Francis Duncan, and the name of the book. So I'm going to click Insert Text Box. Oh, actually no, I'm gonna try something different. I'm gonna go Word Art and Caribou Runaway. Okay, so there, and I can move that around, and I can change my spelling. I could, you know, I can massage it a little bit by using some of these things like filling in the colors and so on. But I'll let you play. You can see you can change the font and stuff like that. All right, so there's my first page, on my main character page. So now I'm going to click over here on the plus and add a new slide. Up here, I'm going to call it Main Characters. And down here, say using point form, tell about the main characters, their personality, their age, their features, etc. So Alva is, oh, so I'm going to just say Alva, but I have to be in point form, right? So Alva, what is she?
She's 13.
Okay, so now I'm going to hit enter, and I'm going to use these bullet points to make them notes. So Alva, she's, how old is she again? 13 years old. I would think she seems independent to me. She is brave, and so on. Tim, enter. Click on bullets. Tim is 10?
Annoying. 11.
11 years old. He's Alva's brother. Annoying, and so on. Okay? So, I also need to put in a picture of each character. Now, you'll notice that you most likely will not find the actual picture of that character, but you can choose a picture that's close. For example, if your character is an old man, find a picture of an old man. So I'm going to insert, so I'm going to click on Insert, Image. Now I've already found a picture here. I'm going to say that I found this picture of a petticoat. Remember we did that? Yeah. So I'm going to insert that and pretend that that's Alva, just for the heck of it. So there's my Alva picture. And then of course I could try to find a picture of an 11-year-old boy in the Gold Rush. If I searched for 11-year-old boy Gold Rush, I might find a picture that would make sense. Okay? A picture, so I've done my main characters. Setting. Click on my new slide. Setting. Now setting, describe the setting, where and when, so on, and you need a picture. So I just got to click on here, just blah blah, and then I'm going to pick a picture, image, find, I must have saved that, okay, I don't know, I'll take this picture of the SS Beaver for my setting, even though that's probably not the best picture for that. Okay, so that's setting. Plot, new one, click here, plot, spell it right, plot. Okay, once again, review everything in point form. So click on the bullets. So Alva's father, Gold Rush. Alva leaves. Tim follows. So all of these things should make sense to me, but they probably won't make sense to anybody that doesn't know the book already. So once again, you're just retelling it in point form. Okay? You need a picture. Okay, I'll put in... You don't need me to show you how to put a picture in anymore, do you? No. Okay, so I'll put in a picture. Now, here it says, all the slides from the plot must have a different color than the rest of the presentation. So you notice that all these slides look the same, but this one, you have to change the color. So if you go to Slide and Background, I'll pick a golden color and go Done. And so now there's my setting, but here my plot now has a different color. Okay, so that takes care of that criteria. Okay, author. Go to the library, find some interesting information. Yes. Tell about the author in point form. Okay, we know that. If you cannot find any information about the author, you can write some notes describing the author's style of writing. Yes, we know that. Picture of the author. Now, if you cannot find a picture of the author, you can substitute this with an image that makes sense. For example, you could use a picture of a computer, since the author would have used a computer to write the story. Or perhaps the author lives in Toronto, so you could use a picture of Toronto. So you're going to talk about the author here, and you're going to include a picture. Okay? Evaluation. You must change the background of this slide by using a picture as the background. Be patient, it might take some time to upload the picture you have chosen. Alright, so underneath slide, I'm going to choose background, and instead of colors and so on, I'm going to choose an image. So I'm going to click on choose my picture. I'm going to use, I don't know, I'll use this picture of some hobnail boots for some reason. Okay, and then I'm going to click on Done. And you'll see that all of your text now has disappeared. So, you will need to use the text box function to add text to the slide now that you've used the image as a background. So I'm going to go Insert, Text Box, here. Oh, that's cool. I didn't realize that it was going to change it into the default color scheme, so that's nice. So what am I on? Evaluation. Okay, so I'm going to say eval. Oh, what's going on? This didn't happen last time. Okay, then you know what? I don't need this text box. I'm just going to delete it. So I can put an evaluation here. And it looks like I can... See, the last time I was playing with this picture stayed, didn't let anything in the background come forward. So I didn't have these text boxes. But it looks like I can type in anything I want here. So yeah, okay, very nice. All right, finally, the last page is a credit. Now, I'm going to create the credit slide. Credits made by Mr. Sturl. And you need to have your picture. So, you know, you're just going to insert a picture. And I'll say that this is my picture. Okay, so I'll insert this picture in here. And there's my picture. Okay? Now, a couple things. You are going to be presenting this to the whole class. So you're going to be speaking and sharing your story with us. So we're going to make sure that you're going to speak clearly. We're going to make sure that you don't have any distracting behaviors like you're fidgeting or that you're moving your arms around wildly. You're going to make sure that you make eye contact with your group. You're going to make sure that you don't just read the screen. You're going to make sure that your whole presentation, well, that's wrong. It should say 5 minutes. I'll change that right now. It should not be longer than 5 minutes. And you need to have a transition between slides. So for transitions, if you go to slide, change transitions, you'll notice that no transition has been chosen. So I'm going to click down here and I'm going to go with the, I don't know, I'm going to try the cube transition. Okay? Now if I want to see what it looks like, I just click on play and it'll show me, I don't know, did you see how that worked? Yeah. Okay. So now to actually see my presentation, so let's just say I'm finished. To present, I'm just going to click up here on presentation. And it'll open up a new window, which might pop up down here somewhere. But then eventually it'll load up, and then every time I hit my right arrow key, I see what I didn't do. You know what I didn't do? I didn't click on cube. Stop. I need to click here, apply to all slides. Otherwise, it's only going to make that transition on this one slide. So I'm going to say apply to all slides. Now, if you want to be a little more techie, you can go to each one of your slides and change and have a different transition for every one of your slides. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go click on presentation. It'll open up a new window. Come on. Okay, so this is my presentation. So as I hit my right arrow key, it just does that cube transition. So let's pretend that I'm doing my presentation. I'd say, well, the main characters are Alva. She's 13 years old. She's very independent and she's very brave. You'll notice that I did not write out those things as sentences. I just put down keywords. She has a brother named Tim. He's 11 years old. He's a little bit annoying, and then I would talk, add some more information. So every time I hit my right arrow key, it will do an animation to the next slide, and then once I finally get done, I'll be done. So somebody was asking, can I take notes to remind myself what I want to say? So if you click on it underneath View and click on Show Speaker Notes, down here you can actually type in I want to say. And then your audience would not see this, but you would see this. Okay, you would see the notes. Okay?